Hello, everybody. Welcome to the United Way TV. Is Boma the right signing for Manchester United? Look, I just want to tell you guys that sorry for not making videos for over a month. There's a lot going on in my life. I don't need to expose things here. I've told you guys who are here that I will give you guys information when things are ready. But for now, let's talk about football. I mean, there will be a huge changes here in this community. You will see it. We are working on that. But yeah, Mbeumo is a Manchester United player. There are pictures of him training with Trafford. Also what I don't like in this signing is that Mbeumo has been made as if Manchester United have signed Roberto Baggio. It seems as if Manchester United have signed the late Diego Maradona or Pelé. Look, this is the problem with Manchester United. I just want to tell you guys my reaction into Mbeumo. Why I think that he will be a normal player. He might be a good player, but he will not stand the pressure. And this is the mistake Manchester United have been doing all these effing years. That bringing players, hyping them up, and hoping that they will, doing the marketing side of the player very well. This is what I do, marketing. And expecting that he's going to meet up with the challenges. United is a different kind of football club where we, the fans, we demand a lot. We demand Champions League. We demand to win all games, even if we know that we might struggle to be into top 5 even next year. Yes. So what are the good signs with Mbeumo? Bringing Mbeumo is a player which we know is a player that is very dedicated, a player that will fight for the team, a player which doesn't have these stardom characteristics, but he might fit playing in the right side to win with the players we have. Like Diallo, I think they will do well. The only good thing I see with Mbeumo is that he is not an injury-prone player, so we know we can expect a lot of gains from him. I am a Cameroonian. For those of you who don't know, yes, I live in the UK at the moment, and I understand the way we played. I played with our under-17 football national team. So, some of you might ask, who is this random guy speaking in video? And I'm a Manchester United fan since the 80s. I look young, but most of you are kids. But anyway, I think Mbeumo coming will be a plus for Manchester United in terms of the way he will be dedicated with the club. United is a massive team in Africa. And I think he would love to be one of the stars. But what I am worried is the way he has been hyped. He has been superly hyped like a player who is going to change something, which that's not going to be. That will not happen. If that's what you're expecting, he will not happen. This is not Brentford. This is a club which, after 1 or 2, 3 draws, it will be like United have lost, are relegated. So I am a bit worried because from the very beginning of this game, in this episode about Mbeumo being for Manchester United, most of the media has picked up as if United has had, Amaron has had his main man and so on. I don't see things that way. And still, I want to say the biggest problem with Manchester United, let me take this off, sorry. The biggest problem with Manchester United is not actually signing players like Mbeumo. I think the biggest problem with Manchester United will be for them to sign a very good midfield. The only way Manchester United does well this season, tell me what you think. The only way they do well this season is for us to have a top midfield. If we can have a powerful midfield, we can go the games which we lost last season, we can maybe draw them this season. If we have a good midfield, we can maybe not win something, but the fans will be happy that we are hanging on, if you see what I mean. So that's why I think Mbeumo, who is right midfielder, will not be that very influential player which most of you may be expecting. But I think that he is going to give his best, and that's a good news. Give his best. And guys, another thing is we have brought in a player like Kona, which we know that is the Brazilian young player, which also he's technically very good. He can play as a center, as a 10, and as an attacker, a 10 also in the midfield. And this has given me some facts. I don't want to say facts, but it has given me some signs that I think Bruno Fernandes would stick this year as an 8, not a 6. For any person who is trying to think Bruno will be a 6 this year, if Bruno plays as a 6 for Manchester United this year, then we might easily find for a very good relegation, because we need a solid holding midfielder. If I had to ask you guys, what are the 3 positions United needs to fill? I told you guys this last season that United needs to feel. We need to feel. People will say go with the central backs. I won't worry a lot about the central back. Honestly, we have players. If they will be injured prone, they won't be injured. They can make it through the season. I would say we need 2 solid midfielders, an attacker with Mbeumo, Konya is there. We need players who don't have. Let me put it this way. One of the reasons why most of you United fans, when you see a young player going to Brentford, or what all these sports in the Premier League or these smaller teams in the UK, you're like, when they play an average game, it's like they're the world class. Bring in players who are in their early 20s, who are mature and ambitious. You can get them in the French league. I don't need to be doing this job for you guys, for the squad. If Manchester United goes for players, there's another Cameroonian who plays for, I think, Brighton. The name just went out of my head. If you go for players who really wants to make a name, I think those games which we have been scrappy, those games which we have lost 1-0, those games which we have been dominated in ball possession, those players will give their all. The biggest problem, this rings the bell for me, if you have forgotten, for those of you who are United fans, when Pogba, the second time of Pogba, when he came to Manchester United, I remember there's a game we played, was it about Southampton, where Pogba scored a very good goal. I got comments here on the channel back then, even on Twitter, people saying with the amount of money that Pogba was acquired, he had to be scoring from the locker, which was just a joke. But again, I want to say this clear, is that while I am happy in Mbeumo coming to Manchester United, I'm very worried with his price tag. I'm very worried his price tag, because what the press will do, press will be measuring Mbeumo from his price tag. You see what I mean? Bought by Manchester United, 78 million pounds or so. I think that's in dollars, almost 100. I think these days, almost $100 million these days, and it will be heavy on him. And we have seen that in many players who have come to Manchester United, where we think that the money we bring in players, they have to match in terms of their talent, and that has been a very difficult thing to manage for these players. So Mbeumo coming to Manchester United, am I happy? Yes. Cameroonian player, whoa. I think he brings plus, but is he going to be the guy that will make Manchester United win the Premier League or qualify for Champions League? I don't really think so. I'll tell you guys a secret. I've said this, for those of you who have watched it, you've heard this before from me several times, that the only way Manchester United goes and have a great season is for us to have players that keep to the style in which we have to play. And if we have goal scorers, people who can put the ball in the back of the net, it will be helpful. But the most important thing is for Manchester United to have just have those players which are ready to do what the manager wants to do, because it is so vital. You won't know how vital, you imagine how vital it is. So guys, tell me in the comments, what do you think about Mbeumo? I think Mbeumo, he is a good player. He is not a world star player, not a world class. No, you're dreaming. But I think he can do a job. Mbeumo, he will give his all. Even in the Cameroon national team, my national team, Mbeumo is not like a indisputable player. He's a good player. The Manchester United, the world brand, I think Mbeumo has to just be another addition. Too bad, or maybe too good, but don't forget we are talking about inflation now, that he is bought with such a massive sum of money. But honestly guys, I just think that I am really worried about the money who has been exchanged. Brentford has had a fantastic deal in my view, fantastic deal financially. United were always being taken advantage of, even if it's even if it's a transfer. We have always, that's just the brand of United, we always pay more over the odds, you know. Yeah. So Mbeumo, Manchester United player, seeing him training all this while, I'm happy. I'll give you guys my views in regards to preseason, what I think of Manchester United. And guys, please, if you watch until now, you are a legend. We will be switching channels. I'll give you guys some updates. I'll give you guys some updates on Manchester United, where I will explain, maybe in a month's time, explain to you guys why I haven't been on. There's a lot going on in my life. Some of you will cry when you watch these videos, but not cry, because I mean, you will feel sorry for me, but which I don't like. But yeah guys, love seeing, I hope you guys smash a like on the video. There's a reason why my videos don't go viral, and I'll tell you guys what's on that video, and there's a reason why we'll have to switch things off in the channel. Yeah, with that all saying, guys, have a lovely summer. Not the hottest day, but it's not raining, and that sounds like good news for me, isn't it? Smash a like on the video, get involved with the United Way TV, and hopefully we will channel you guys to somewhere where we can be more lively. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.